If you believe in something, fight for it. And that's really the basis of everything that we do. If you honestly believe in something, even if there's people opposing you, there were plenty of people who told me not to run for city office. I mean, I could name many. We only have so much time. For a number of reasons. I'm young. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm young. I don't know what I'm doing. Do it. If you believe in it, fight for it. And even if you lose, you're going to be satisfied with at least saying, you know what, I tried. And that's fine. As long as you can sleep at night, that's really what matters. The next bullet point here, which is missing a bullet, is all of our freedoms are heading to the state. And what I mean by that is every legislative session, we see more and more of an attack on our home rule, which means the things that have made Palm Coast are slowly being extracted up to the state level. And that's mainly because, I hate to say it, it's easier to lobby one state legislator than a whole bunch of different cities who don't want to have Airbnbs in their city. They don't want to allow big billboards for restaurants or Taco Bells or adult bars, things like that. And these are real problems where those are the things that make Palm Coast. We don't allow people to put up huge billboards that say, hey, hooligans is this way, all the way down Palm Coast Parkway. That's one of the things that makes us beautiful, but that is slowly being extracted out to the state level. So they're passing legislation that basically says, you know what, you guys no longer get to make those decisions because we're the state and we can make those decisions way better for you. FiberNet is the future. What I mean by that is interconnectivity throughout our city is really going to open up and revolutionize the opportunities of our city. You guys have all heard the term smart city. Well, it really comes down to having everything connected to be able to talk to one another. So some cities that also have fiber, which, by the way, the state has really done a good job at prohibiting cities to install. We're only one of 4 cities that has a fiber optic infrastructure. Palm Coast, Ocala, Gainesville, and NASA has a closed fiber system for themselves. But I digress. And the reason for that is if you install fiber, you're required by state law to pay it back within 4 years, or else that fiber goes up to public auction so that these telecommunication companies can buy it from you at a discount rate. Because their justification for that is, well, cities don't have to make a profit, so it's not fair. It's anti-competitive for them to be able to compete against us. Another thing, with state lobbying, it's effective. So interconnectivity between everything is where the future's heading. So we have continuous street lighting throughout our city. There's other cities that have taken this a step further, and they've been on board for maybe the last 5-10 years, where our council and mayor are relatively new over this last election cycle, where in the middle of the night when there are no traffic on their streets, they dim all of their street lights. It costs less money. And at 2 a.m. when the bars are letting out, they actually make their street lights brighter than they do normally. So it's not just that they're on timers, but if a car drives by, all those street lights are getting brighter as that car is driving by ahead of it, so that you stay safe. It doesn't result in less drunk driving, but it results in less drunk driving accidents. And that's a powerful thing. Other opportunities are water sensors, rain sensors. You guys have all seen sprinkler heads that are gushing water. If you have real-time sensors on water usage, you can quickly become much more efficient with your water use, and that's a real problem in Flagler County. We don't have unlimited water, even with the intercoastal right there. Smart traffic signals, I think we're going to see a huge shift in initiatives from the city level on this. And it's important that the cities get in front of this because there's going to be opportunities where AT&T's with their dedicated network lines, they want these contracts because they're going to be expensive. And if a city doesn't have fiber installed, what are they going to do? You need cameras with fiber to them on all your streetlights, traffic signals. And that's something we have already. One of 4 cities. Other cities don't have it. They pay AT&T, and then guess what? It's $1 million a year for them to maintain the software that runs these systems. And being a software guy, I can tell you, it does not cost $1 million to have a traffic automation system. But they're big contracts.